It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're watching the longtime star Bobby Wagner, who just continues to produce as he approaches 80 tackles for the season. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys. And
we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they were winning. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Prescott to throw it. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best in the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. They go play action. Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Finding Ertz again. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Finding McCaffrey on the slant. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. To throw is Daniels. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Daniels. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Daniels looking to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Seibert's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's out to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the 1st quarter of play. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They run again with Dowdle. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get this one out to about his 14. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. In motion goes McCaffrey. Throwing now is Daniels. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Looking to throw. Daniels on the screen. This is Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2nd and 11. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game already. 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points, but what they really want is to find a way for them to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Will go down as a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Commanders' 45-yard line.
A running play, it's Dowdle, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now a swing pass, it's Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Cowboys, 1st down.
Now Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
For the Cowboys field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action, now it's Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A give to Robinson on the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Prescott now.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Prescott.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They run here with Dowdle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Oh, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
Now Daniels.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd and 3. And this will be incomplete. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
They go play action. Daniels. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Seibert's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
These 2 teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Prescott to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Here's Prescott.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Bobby Wagner leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Escaping the pressure right. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Throwing, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Anthony Richardson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that one all tied. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Option play, here's Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. 3rd and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Daniels looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Robinson up the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And the Commanders' first down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Daniels.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
To the air goes Daniels.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Give to Robinson on the option.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have...
Touchdown, Washington.
Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On second down, they'll run it here. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here's Prescott.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 30.
Now Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Prescott now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Daniels.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
To throw is Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Prescott from the gun.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The Washington offense set to take over again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now 2nd and 5.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
Now Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Work in the middle. Down conversion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Prescott to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They go play action. Daniels.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Eric Kendricks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 48-yard line. To throw is Prescott.
That's over the middle to Schoonmaker.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Here's Prescott.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
2nd down and 8.
Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Washington ready to try again on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll get this to Eckler.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Daniels looking to throw. Finding Ertz here on the out route. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Washington.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They send McCaffrey in motion right.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. In motion goes McCaffrey.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
76 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Prescott now. And that's complete to Cooks. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And the Washington offense going back to work.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by a field goal, 47 seconds remaining. Now, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
To throw, Prescott. Into the hands of Cooks. Here's a 2nd and 7. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the 4th quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them and did it with a 4th quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the 4th quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
So for the Commanders, they'll finish a game below 500 at 8-9 on the year.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Dallas,
it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark.
And I think you have to say ultimately